Alright, what is up everyone? Chapter 9, I think, of Mob of the Alternative. Before I want to go ahead and begin tonight, there's a few things that I want to go over. Thing 1, I just got back from a very stupidly long run. My heart rate will be extra increased tonight, just by that proxy, because I am absolutely feeling the ramifications of it. Push it to the limit and my body is near freaking dead. So, expected a pretty increased heart rate, because I legit got home, took a shower, and we're back on it. So, yeah, expect probably to be sitting tonight in the 90s to maybe even hitting some of the hundreds, just because I'm, like I said, still feeling the ramifications of that. Definitely not exactly the resting heart rate that probably needs to be done. So that's thing 1. Thing 2 is I actually want to go ahead and read a message from someone who's been supporting the stream, as I just went and read this right now, and kind of puts it a little bit into perspective here. Let me go ahead and say that. So this message comes directly from Mr. F512987. He's been absolutely awesome and supportive, and actually was the one who's been recommending me all these ideas and fun little games for the stream and stuff like that, so I really can't thank him enough. But his message is as follows. This week, I just want to let you know that it's going to be important that you play more than your 60 to 90 minutes that you've been doing on average. This arc will require you to have the same exact emotions as Takeru throughout the entirety of it. Only playing a few minutes of it will ruin the experience, so go back to your regular 3-hour streams. If not, just note that this arc will be just as insane as what you could vividly remember with your wildest sports streams, with Schalke or Germany winning. So, I'm going to go ahead and say that that's freaking crazy. The fact that somebody is... I don't know. I'm pretty passionate about sports. For God's sake, it's in my Twitch profile. So the fact that there's going to be an emotional that Mr. F is certain over here that I might be hitting levels of excitement / emotional investment that is common in me watching sports games or championships. It's almost too good to be true. It's almost too good to be true. And considering that Schalke hasn't won in 20 games, maybe I'm dying for a little bit of excitement, eh? So let's go ahead and start up tonight. We're going to go ahead and begin the XM3 Trials arc, and I'm going to go ahead and stay true to his message and try and get at least 2.5 hours in tonight. Alright, thank you guys so much, and without further ado, let's get this show on the road. This exercise is going to determine how the new XM3 OS, conceptualized by your very own Lieutenant Shirogane, is going to hold up against its prototype. And I don't think it's meant to be so analytical. I think we're just trying to show it off today.
わかりやすく言えば、皆さんの期待に搭載された概念実証型と量産試作型である XM3 との比較試験ということになります。
Simply speaking, the idea is to compare your TSS proof of concept version against the mass production prototype XM3.
本日の演習に先立ち、遠隔地任務に当たっている部隊と比較試験用の数機を除く全戦術機の OS が XM3 へ換装されました。
All TSS on the base have already been converted to the XM3 in advance, with the exception of our own and those currently away on missions.
このトライアルには横浜基地に所属する全戦術機構部隊がそれぞれ代表を1小隊ずつ参加させています。
One flight from every tactical armored unit stationed at Yokohama base will participate in this trial.
演習の手順は各部隊を代表する小隊が同じ評価運用試験をこなし、その計測集計結果をもとに新型 OS XM3 の能力を評価するというものです。
The plan is for each representative flight to undergo the same performance evaluation. The overall results of the operation will be used to determine the value of the XM3 OS.
簡単に言えば、 招待隊員の対抗戦といったところでしょうか。
Simply put, each flight will be competing against the rest in a no-holds-barred combat. It's a tournament arc! I love the tournament arc. All TSS participating will have that new OS. We might have our work cut out for us.
XM3 には皆さんが訓練中に集めたデータのみが反映されていますので、概念実証型と全く同じものというわけではありません。
The XM3 only reflects the data you all accumulated through your training. It isn't very identical to the proof of concept version you have. So it won't have any of our live combat data?
はい。それに少なくとも他の小隊の演習は本日の演習で初めて XM3 搭載機に登場するので、皆さんが集めた以上の蓄積データは持っていません。
That would be correct. In addition, all surface spies from other flights will be using the XM3 for the first time during this practice, so they'll be working with nothing but your accumulated data. Wasn't there something that was said in Unlimited? You know what? We're gonna see how this goes. So this exercise is also meant to see how well first-time surface spies will be able to adapt, right?
そうです。この演習の結果によってはいずれ世界中の戦術機に XM3 が搭載されていくでしょう。
That would be correct. Depending on the outcome of this exercise, the XM3 may become the new standard. Well, that'd be amazing. I guess Marimo's chosen to just ignore the fact that everyone's still speaking formally. I mean, I'm sure the others are doing their best to act casual. But just because the military says we outrank her now, it doesn't change the fact that she was our superior until literally yesterday. That's so awesome, Takeru. Thanks to you, all the TSS in the world are going to be supercharged. Hey, we don't even know if it's going to happen yet. If anything, I'd bet on the opposite. So, hey, let's kick some butt out there, make sure it does, huh? This is perfect, the freaking pep talk while you got the NFL Blitz soundtrack going on. What's wrong? Your ideas may well prove beneficial to the entirety of humanity, and that doesn't make you happy? It's not that, I'm just nervous about evaluation. Even if we do show the world how good the new OS is, we're just going to end up being a bargaining chip with anti-alternative forces and other such groups. It's not like we're going to see it in widespread use tomorrow. I guess that's just how the world works, but it still bugs me. I guess I really am naive.
白金少尉は XM3 の考案者として A207 小隊は XM3 開発部隊のテストパイロットとして本日のトライアルに臨んでいただくことになります。
Flight A207 will be participating in today's trial as the XM3's R&D test pilot, including the architect, Lieutenant Shirogane.
この情報は先日まで皆さんが訓練兵であったことも合わせ各部隊に通達されています。
All units participating have been informed of this, along with the fact that you were all cadets until recently. So we're just going to be targeted? Why would they do that? It's going to give regular soldiers a negative bias against us from the get-go. There wasn't really any reason to tell them that. What is she thinking? Whatever, not like it changes anything. The whole point of this exercise is for me to show off what this thing could do. If they see you as worthy enough adversaries to single you out and your score suffers as a result, one could say that your efforts will still have paid off, just in a different sense.
先ほども申し上げましたが、量産試作型である XM3 は皆さんのデータをもとに概念実証型をより扱いやすく改良した OS なのです。
After all, they would have beaten you with the XM3, which was streamlined for mass production based off of your data.
であればなおのこと。
All the more reason for us not to be outdone. Losing is not an option. I admire the determination. However, just keep in mind that the decisiveness of your victory is just as imperative. Marimo knows what's going on here. Not that I'd expect anything less from her. Thinking about why this evaluation is more than just a side-by-side comparison of the new OS versus the standard one. And remember that Flight A207 was created temporarily by HQ just so that you could participate in this exercise. I've had a couple of years of experience as a real soldier myself, and I know the backroom deals involved here, so I could see why we need to do more than just barely eke out a victory here. We may technically outrank her now, but Marimo's still ahead of us as a soldier. There would be no point in having us battle the other flights if they still had their own standard OS. We'd win hands down. Our previous mock battle actually made that abundantly clear. Last time around, our team could barely beat Meia's team, but in this world, we dominated because of that new OS. Neither myself nor Yuka would benefit from running another trial like that. She probably gave all the other soldiers the new OS just to make sure the fight's not going to be one-sided. I mean, we're still the only ones who have experience fighting against other TSFs with this new OS, even if they were just mock battles. Not to mention we're the only ones who've used the new OS in actual combat. Losing is not an option here. Now, I will explain precisely how the trial will be conducted. The evaluation is separated into 3 parts. Training Ground number 1 is a movement control or reaction test. A movement control test is at number 2, and finally number 3 is a combat test. During all 3, your TSS will be fully equipped in order to conduct a proper stress strain analysis on individual joints and your posture control system. Rate reduction due to firing will be replicated through the disposal of dummy rounds. Also, be aware that you will lose points for running into any obstacles or touching the ground with anything other than your feet. In addition, data linking is not allowed. I will now explain the reaction speed portion. Your reaction speeds will be evaluated at Training Ground number 1, which we will refer to as Area 1. There you will need to shoot at targets or running at full speed. Multiple sensor-activated targets have been set up in 3 locations along the way to Area 1. The specific positions of the targets will be randomized for each run-through, though. As soon as you locate a target, you are to attack it. However, slowing down in any way while attacking will cost you a good number of points. If a target sensors determine that your laser gun has made a direct hit, its target marker on your retina projector will change to red. You'll need to complete the entire course without slowing down until you reach the relay point, at which point this leg of the exercise will end. How harshly are we going to be graded on accuracy? Unlike real combat, where disabling targets would be the top priority, in this trial only bullseye will be counted as hits. Yikes, so anything other than dead sounder is going to be a miss? This is going to be rough. I mean, TSFs are pretty steady for the most part, but if running at top speed while fully equipped, auto aim's not going to help. Moving on, the movement control system stress test will take place in the northern part of Training Area number 2, or Training Ground 2, Area 2. As in Area 1 here, your primary objective will be to head to the next relay point. However, in this area you also have a time limit. This was derived from the average completion time of 20 random surface blasts from our 3rd Tactical Armored Battalion. These times were recorded in Gakishins, Shiranuis, and Kagaris prior to the XM3 upgrade. Training Ground number 2 will be located in old urban ruins. When are we going to fight against the Grey? The destroyed buildings will serve as obstacles, blocking your path forward in a number of places. It is up to the individual surface spot to decide whether to go around them.
このエリアの移動手段に制限はありません。主脚走行、ブーストジャンプ、
What if this is all just like some...
許されています。
What was that book called? There are no restrictions on how you may traverse this area. Running, boost jumps, and NOE flight are permitted.
ただし、注意していただかなければならないのは、このエリアに隣接する作戦区域に
It's on the tip of my tongue. Let me think about this.
ルクスが数体存在するという条件設定です。
However, there's one other factor that you must take into consideration. What? Several laser class beta have been sighted?
車線が通った場所や高い場所に数秒でもとどまれば、ルクスに見立てられた演習用レーザーを照射されます。
If you stay in a wide open place, these Lux will shoot you down with training
ただ
lasers.
し、走行表面の対レーザ
Oh, I
ー計
see.
算塗膜は、
It's
ルク
just
スの
it's
最大出力照射を3秒まで無効化できるという実戦統計値が適用されます
it's
ので、
just training. That's a good
3秒
idea.
以内であれば減点の対象とはなりません。
That being said, the anti-laser coating on your armor has been found in real combat to withstand the effects of a Lux laser for 3 seconds. As long as you aren't shot for anything longer than that, you're good.
ただし、同一箇所への照射を受けた場合は即減点対象となります。
Anyways, I can't think of the book name, but there's this book where basically all of humanity lives underground because they say that there's like something going on the surface, and it finds out that it's just the government playing like 400G chess to keep everyone isolated and like basically enslaved. Oh my god, and I can't think of what it's called. What if that's like this, and the beta don't actually exist? However, being hit in the same place with multiple lasers will result in immediate loss of
また
points.
その際、耐熱対弾走行の耐久値を超える照射を受けた場合、減点とは別に機体損害判定が適用されます。
Not Mars attacks! In addition, if you're hit with enough lasers or compromise your armor, your craft will be considered damaged in addition to your point
こ
deduction.
れはルクスのレーザー出力データと距離、気象条件、照射時間から損害を割り出し、機体の運動にプログラムによる制限を課すことで処理されます。
This will result in restrictions on your TSS movement implemented by a program which estimates the damage based off the output of the laser, length of exposure, and range of which it was fired. I'm just going to search this up. This is going to bother me all night. They sure as hell aren't making this one easy. I'm not even sure that we can get through that. How the hell are the first time XM3 users going to be able to get through it?
最後に連携実測です。これは第2演習場東と西にて模擬戦形式で行われます。兵装はペイント弾を使用します。
The penultimate truth. There we go. I can now rest in peace. Finally, we have the combat test. There will be a mock battle in the western part of the training ground number 2 with paintballs.
先ほども申しましたが、この連携実測では各機体間のデータリンクを各小隊内に限って使用可能とします。
As I said earlier, data linking will be allowed during the combat test, but only within your own unit.
ここではより実戦に近い状況を想定し、連携起動時の反応速度や機体追従精度、それに伴う各部にかかる負荷の
This is meant to determine how quickly and precisely your TSS will respond to your commands, also while serving as another stress test and forcing you to act as a team.
いよいよ各部隊の代表と直接対決ですね。
So we'll fight the other units then, right?
皆さんが各部隊の代表と直接模擬戦を行うわけではありません。
No, you won't be directly taking part. Huh?
皆さんを含めた全小隊と戦うのは旧 OS を搭載した激震で編成されたアグレッサーです。
You as well as the other flights will be fighting a mock enemy unit composed of Gakishans. What the hell? What's the point of us having us battle TSF still stuck on the old OS? It's a test how base the new one is. Come on now.
第2演習場東と第2演習場西で2組同時に連携実測を行います。
The aggressor unit consists of 4 flights and will be conducting 2 combat tests at a time. One will be held in the eastern part, one in the west. The enemy flights will cycle in and out of the exercise on rotation, with 2 of them giving maintenance at any time.
なお、アグレッサーの激震に登場するのはいずれも出撃20回以上の熟練兵士です。
Furthermore, the Gakishan units composed exclusively of veteran TSF pilots who survived at least 20 missions.
加えて XM3 搭載の小隊には機数制限を課します。
Alright, let us get deployed. In addition, only a number of units from each of the XM3 flights will be allowed to
通
participate.
常、戦術機1小隊は4機編成ですが、各小隊の最も成績の低い1名を隊から除外し、
Normally, a TSF flight consists of 4 units, but we will be eliminating each flight's lowest scoring surface pilot, leaving them with just 3 units each.
なお、 A207 小隊は二分されるのみで、この方式は採用されません。
However, we're gonna split you guys into 2 teams. We're gonna circumvent that restriction.
加えて A207 小隊の対戦スケジュールは
Let me also
一番
note,
最後となります。
you are the last scheduled ones to flight.
僕たちが最後って。
But if we're last, then
それじゃあアグレッサーは新 OS の気流に慣れちゃう。
the enemies are gonna be used to fighting our OS. And not just the pilots either, the TSF computers will accumulate plenty of
こ
data.
れは余談ですが、アグレッサーに勝てる可能性があるのは A207 小隊以外にないというのが司令本部、いえ、光月博士の予想です。
Just as an aside, it is the opinion of Command, or rather of Professor Kazuki, that Flight A207 is the only team that stands a chance of defeating the enemy unit.
しかし、それではこの演習の意味がないのでは。
Wait, but what's the point of doing this exercise at all?
もちろんアグレッサーに勝てば高い評価を得ることになるのは間違いありません。
If you manage to defeat this mock enemy unit, you'll be highly commended.
ただし、この模擬戦ではアグレッサーに勝つことではなく、初登場の XM3 搭載機でどれだけ戦えたかが評価の対象となります。
However, this mock battle is not meant to determine whether you can defeat the enemy, but rather see how well the first-time XM3 pilots can do. So that's the idea. I kind of feel bad for generalizing about the average military mindset.
現場の連中は何であれ新型を嫌う傾向が強いから簡単に納得しないわよ。コンバットプルーフ主義偏重の連中を唖然とさせるほどの結果を残しなさい。
This OS was conceived and tested mutually exclusive by the cadets. Even if higher-ups were to mandate it, most soldiers would never accept it. I guess we should have predicted that from the start. That's why Yuko planned this, so that's why we could shatter the faith those surface pilots had on the old OS. Mirror data was never going to be enough to convince them. We only just got out of the training academy. While they might be using the older models, if we're able to beat these ace pilots while they're comfortable on their TSFs, there won't be any blame on anyone else. And they chose the cream of the crop from all the other units as the XM3 guinea pigs just planned to make our victory look even more impressive. Even if one of the other flights were to beat them before us, it would mean a lot to beat the enemies at the very end, even when they're the most familiar with this new OS.
これまでご説明差し上げた3種類の計測を午前と午後に1回ずつ行います。以上が本日の演習の内容です。何かご質問はありますか?
The 3 evaluations I've gone over so far will take place in the morning and once in the afternoon. That's all for today's plans. Questions? By doing the whole thing twice, the other flights will get a chance to accumulate some data and see how well they did the first time. If they see that we outperform them, it'll get them fired up to do better the second time. It'll also give the enemy a chance to collect some data on the kinds of movements the new OS will make possible, which should in turn improve the machine's abilities. That said, we gotta remember that they handpicked the best pods for us. This might be first timers with OS, but that gives them more room to improve, which means less of an advantage for us the second time around. We'll have to do so well they can't even catch up. Well then, I'll be on my way. Aw, yeah. We're gonna win. What are we gonna do? Can you believe all this?
でも、私たちはテストパイロットよ。このくらいの条件でちょうどいいわ。
Well, we are the original test pilots. They should expect nothing else. Less. Class rep.
その通りだ。私たちは開発部隊ゆえ、どのような計測内容であれ、新参の後進を排することは許されん。
That's correct. As the unit that helped develop it, we cannot afford to be upstaged by any first-time users in any manner of evaluation.
それに、新型 OS 搭載機で実戦をくぐったのは私たちだけなのよ。
Besides, we are the only unit who have been seen the OS in actual combat. There's no way we'll lose. I'm surprised you're bringing that up. I get it. You're trying to move past, but... Come on, guys. Relax, relax. If you work yourselves up, we're going to make dumb mistakes. Let's relax, take it easy. I'm glad you guys are motivated, but we can't have you getting so tense you don't perform. Maybe it's not the end of the world for you guys, but I can't afford to fail here. Shirogane, you said your main objective was to save humanity, right? I did. Why? Where's this coming from?
あなたの OS が全世界の戦術機に搭載されるかもしれないって話の時
But when talked about the possibility of your OS being put into every TSF in the world, you didn't seem happy.
ここであなたの OS が認められれば人類を救う目標だって一歩も二歩も現実に近づくのに
If you can get everyone to support your OS today, it'll bring you a few steps closer to your goal of saving humanity.
この前私 私たちが全員無事に帰還できた一番大きな理由はあなたの OS があったから。
The biggest reason we all managed to come back alive a few days ago was your OS.
少なくとも私はそう信じているし、あなたの OS はそれだけ素晴らしいものだと確信しているわ。
That's what I believe, at least. I'm convinced your operating system truly is that
あなた
spectacular.
にとってこの演習はとても重要なんじゃないの？
So shouldn't this exercise be extremely important to you?
あの OS はあなたが考えたものでしょ？なのにそんな。
You're the one who came up with the new OS.
そんなので。
So why are you so indifferent? Why am I so bad at hiding emotions? I could hardly blame Class Rep for calling me out. I still got a long way to go, clearly. Thanks, Class Rep. I'm really glad to know that you think so highly of me.
別に買うとか。
That's not what I was getting at. But see, while the OS may have been my idea to begin with, by gathering data, you're the ones who raised it to what it is today. Which means you all know better than I do at this point. So, all I was just trying to say was that you guys can probably just think of this as any other drill. We'll do fine. Don't worry, I'm not going to pull any punches either. I want to see the whole world using that OS. Which is why I don't want us to make any stupid mistakes. There's a lot on the line here. Sorry if that's uneasy. I guess I'm just tense after all. This exercise is make or break, not to mention also for the OS. I see. Sorry I overanalyzed. Nah, don't worry about it. It's my bad for making you worry. It's okay. I guess I'm not technically lying, but I am kind of lying. Making that OS the new worldwide standard is a pipe dream, but like Yuko says, we live in a world where no one actually believes in altruism. But since the others don't really know what's going on here, and I'm not at liberty to tell them, I can just kind of paper over things. When you put it that way, it's kind of like the OS is Takara and Professor Kazuki's baby. We're the babysitters. I guess you could say that? I appreciate her trying to lift the mood at all, but what kind of a metaphor is that? Why are we circling back to this anyway? I think we adopted the kid. What? Yeah, that's true. Takara's been so busy with Professor Kazuki's secret missions that he skipped out on parental duties. Not you too. What a terrible father. Okay, you're getting on my nerves now. You just admitted we raised it. Metaphors aside, we've all had a hand in developing this OS. It's our duty to show the world what we can do. Now we gotta do it in style, just like Jinguji said. Rout the enemy! Whether our opponents are seasoned veterans or not, we must thoroughly rout them. But I feel like if we actually do, they might resent us. She believes in the competition route. If a grudge is what it takes to inspire the units to improve, let them hate us all they want. Gotta hand it to her. She really gets the stuff. Who cares if they've got years of experience and we graduated yesterday? Humanity's future is on the line. Besides, depending on how we are to show off this OS, it might become an even bigger bargaining chip than even what Yuko expects. Not that I'm going to deliberately deviate from the plan, but if we do end up having to do something they're not expecting, that actually might be preferable. After all, if the new OS can improve everyone's overall performance, it'll buy us even more time to put the final touches on Alternative 4. Sweet, so now that we're all pumped up, let's get this. Sheesh, Makoto, cool your jets. I get you're excited. We don't have to get into our fortified suits for another... Well, that briefing was nerve-wracking. Let's all head over to the PX. Yeah, let's go. What? The PX? Hold up! What's the problem? I thought you wanted to take it easy. Are we not entitled to quench our thirst? You should not get so worked up lest you start making careless mistakes. What? Stop stealing my lines! Don't use your words against my own words against me. By the way... Earlier, Sakaki just said to not overexert yourself, huh? Hey, don't put words in my mouth. Anyone can imagine how eager you must be to make this exercise a success as the man who originally envisioned the OS.
榊はそう言いたかったのだぞ。
All Sasaki wanted to say was that she recognizes this and that you could let the rest of us worry about ourselves, but I assume you gathered that. Of course. I didn't get that at all. What was she thinking? That's why I thought she was chewing me out for being a hypocrite.
そなたのそういう立ち振る舞いは立派だが、私たちはそんなに頼りないか。
I admire your extent of what you consider of us, but are we unreliable? Really? No, nothing to do with that.
そうか。であれば、私たちにもう少し甘えても良いと思うぞ。
In that case, you might be well served to depend on us a little bit more. Although...
さっきの事件で、あれだけ情けない姿をそなたにさらしてしまっていては、この言葉も虚しいがな。
After how shamefully I performed in that regard the other day, perhaps I have no right to say such a thing. You guys.
そういえば私も喉が渇いたわ。
You know what? I am a little thirsty.
そうだな。私も付き合おう。あやみね、そなたはどうする？
As am I. Perhaps I should join you, Ayamine?
もち行く。
I'm down.
ではタケル、ハンガーで会おう。
Then we'll meet you later in the hangar, Takaru. Man, I know it's unnecessary to save the world, but this sucks. I'm hiding so much from my squad mates that I can't even read between the lines on what they're trying to tell me. But I can't just sit here and cry. I've got to do what needs to be done, since I'm the only one who can. And in the end, that's the best possible way I could repay them. What? What the hell?
寂しい。
Lonely? Go!
甘えたい。
Need some attention? Stop! That scared me. That's one girl I'll never be able to get a read on. This is great though, everyone's working to move past the problems. It only has been a few days from the coup, but it feels a lot less dreary. What more could I ask for? Oh yeah!
静かになった。
It's gone quiet. Yeah. These guys know what they're doing. They all go all out when they're on the offensive, but once they hide, there's no sight of them. Well, I guess you don't make it through 20 deployments without knowing how to stay alive. We managed to team up and take one of them down earlier, but nothing's happened since. Nothing burger. With all these ruins and rubble around us, having radar doesn't even do any good. The motion sensor's not picking anything up.
反応全くない。そっちは。
I'm not seeing them. You guys? Nothing here. We've lost them. They're hiding on missions well. This is gonna boil down to who gets the drop on who. What? What happened? Something moved. Not sure what. They're just mocking us. They think we're weaklings because we just graduated. They're trying to spook us into firing at nothing? Give away our position? We're not gonna fall for that. I knew this was gonna be tough, but I didn't think it was gonna be this tough. I underestimated these guys. I'm starting to wonder if they really are using the old OS. Ayamine? What are you doing? You're gonna get shot!
このままだと時間切れでやられる。誘い出す。
This is wasting time. I'm just gonna lure him out. I mean, she's right, but... O3, can you cover her?
マルさん了解。
O3, copy.
おかしい。撃ってこない。
Weird, they're not shooting. I'm not gonna fall for such an obvious trap. They're planning something. There's a reason they're not shooting. Well, be careful now, O4. They know where you're at.
マル4了解。
O4, copy. I thought that the rebel units during the coup had been working themselves to the bone training to fight against other TSFs. That couldn't have been any further from the truth. Now that I think really hard on it, our training has always been against other people. But service pilots who've done too many of these mock battles are useless in real battle. The way people think and the way Beta think are two different things. What the? What happened, O3?
マルさんエンゲージディフェンシブ。大丈夫。直撃じゃない。
O3 engaged and on defensive. I'm okay though. Wasn't direct hit. Did you see him?
C11。大きなデパートの影。振動と音で追跡してる。
C11. I'd be tracking down vibration behind a large department store. Data links coming through. O4, did you see?
遠距離からバックアップする。
Negative. We'll provide backup from long range. 06, Roger. 03, pincer maneuver. Chase him to C30.
マルさん了解。
03, copy. We're playing into their hands. Our OS should make us faster than them, though.
広がね。
Shirogane. What? I'm not letting you get away, O4.
任せて。頭を押さえる。
I'll pin him down.
マル4。
Fox 304. That's it? Trying to pull back now? Had a feeling you'd try. I'm not letting you get away this time. There you are. 06 Fox 3, take that. You dodge it? Those are insane reflexes, but now that I've got you where I want, dodge this one. This guy is fast as hell, but whatever. Just a fake out. Fox 3. Yeah, now we're talking. Splash on Bandit 3. He was by himself. O3?
こっちは大丈夫。
I'm good. You? I'm low on ammo. Only one mag left. O4?
現在
Pursuing Bandit 1. Sweet, we know the enemy's position. How are we doing on time? We got less than 10 minutes left. If we lose him, it's done. Okay, looks like he's close. D15's 2 blocks away. If we could take down one more. 03 coming to you. 04, don't lose track. 03 Roger. 04 copy. Found him. 06 Bandit 4 in range. Bandit 1 in range as well, moving to engage. Sweet, Iomne's keeping the enemy pinned. From the way they're moving, they're not even in sync. Looks like I must have gotten lucky and taken out the unit at the core of their strategy. Time to finish. 06, look at the map. We're going to chase Bandit 4 into that plaza. 03, Roger. Take out both in the same swoop. I'll back you up and help push Bandit 4 into the position. After he's in the plaza, we're going to go in and ambush him. Makoto will pull back at the right time, Bandit 4 will cooperate and go after Ayamine, and then all she has to do is head straight for the plaza. We'll gang up on both of them. 04 copy, but if he gets her before then, could I take him out? Yeah, go for it. Let's get this started. 03 Fox 3, 06 Fox 3. I'm out of 120mm ammo, and I've only got 21 shots left on 36. That's not going to last 2 seconds of full auto. Even in a plaza, it's going to be awkward to use a sword. If I get too close quarters, will I have to use the knife? Considering how good he is with that Kakishin, I don't think he's going to let me get that close without a fight. But if we pass up on this opportunity, we're done. And while they've definitely held their own with the old OS, ours definitely gives us the upper hand in motion. That's the only possible way. And there they are. Looking good. Right into position. My trigger finger's getting itchy. Hurry up. That's it. Keep going. And... yes. No way. Fine, how about this? Roar. Roar XD. What the? Got him. Splash on Bandit 4. Eh? He's gonna get me. Dang it. He got me. Oh, 4. Splash on Bandit 1. Ayamine took out the last one. Hey, Ayamine, did you just? Oh, 3. Friendly fire 106. Makoto, you were the one who shot me? I was trying to save you, but you're kidding me. What the hell happened? How could you not tell I was friendly? Sorry. Man, all of that and I got taken out by my own team? Aggressor unit annihilated. Evaluation complete. All units, please return to the hangar and stand by for further instructions. 03 copy. 04 copy. 06 copy. Well, we won. Whatever. Pretty sure friendly fire is going to hurt our score, though. I know our plan was to concentrate our fire, which made it close quarters fight with that sort of thing unavoidable, but I like the black uniforms better. I think they look cooler. I knew it. You are mad. Oh, whoops. Didn't make it to sound like I was blaming her for this. No, don't worry about it. We won. It's all good. You can say that again. That's impressive enough on its own. Whoa, talk about mood swings. Oh well, she's not broken up about it. I was trying to do my best to act like I thought we were gonna win, but I never thought it would actually happen. Yeah, no kidding. We may have been pumping ourselves up beforehand, but I don't think any of us felt certain that we'd actually do it. Probably because Yuko made the ground rules so tough. I know it is necessary to convince the other service spies that our OS is the real deal, but still. See, your OS is incredible. I don't know, I feel like we could have done better. What do you mean? I was kind of hoping we'd like crush him. I didn't think it would be that hard, you know? You are something else. What? How so? I mean, sure, the Gakishins were on the old OS, but those were all ace pilots. I know. And they outnumbered us. You'd think that they would wipe the floor. She does have a point. Most people wouldn't have stood a chance. I guess you're right. To be honest, I was nervous. You too? But look at what we did. We were cadets a few days ago. We gave these ace pods to run for the money. We went into their domain, broke their formation, and we wiped them out. I am having a hard time believing it. But still, it's not like there's anything wrong with wishing we'd done a little better, right?
まあそうだね。勝ち方が大事ってこういうことなのかもしれないし。
I guess not. Guess that might be what Sergeant Kikuchi means to decisiveness being important too. Exactly. After this exercise in abs for the coup, I can say one thing for certain. The OS I came up with has tremendous potential. Who knows? Maybe it really will be enough to change the tides of war. And after what I've learned today, that I'm actually a pretty good TSF pilot, that's not just me being full of myself. I have undeniable proof. Assuming the other flights go the way I expected, no one's going to be able to disregard my skills. I don't mean that as my talent of a surface pilot, but also the power of my OS. I might be able to save humanity after all. It doesn't feel like a matter of having the determination or willpower, it's just a practical goal. Hey, nice work out there. Okay, well done. You did a stellar job backing us up. I had no idea you were capable of such great teamwork. Though she definitely had me worried when she took off to be bait. I'll do anything I set my mind to. Oh please, no one says that about themselves. I can't get over how cool you were in that knife fight. Not like I was doubting you. Solid work. What, did I just get a compliment from you on CQC? I was talking to Yoroi. Way to go, sharpshooter. Ugh. Credit out, you know I wasn't aiming for him. Nope, only a first-rate pilot could take down Shirogane. Why aren't you listening to me? What a backhanded compliment. Congrats. What for? I just checked the scores. So how were they? What's the congrats for? We got A rank. Everyone else is B-. We're top. Amazing, we're ahead of everyone. A+ is the highest, E- the lowest, so we're 3 whole ranks above them. I guess that should make it clear how big a difference experience makes when it comes to taking advantage of this OS. With that said, the other flights managed to get a B- shows not only their skills, but also that the XM3 is suitable for mass production. Great, great. Everything is going exactly the way we wanted it to. Our original individual assessments were around 90%. Even though I shot Takaru? Oh, Shirogane got the top score. Oh, yes. Wait, why do you look so messed up about that? Nah, you're imagining things. Ugh. Anyway, I guess that shouldn't come as much a surprise. It is my OS. Thank goodness. I don't even know what the criteria were, but that's a huge relief. You got a bonus for shooting Shirogane. Yeah, like hell. Maintenance Team 3, begin your inspections of mock enemy flights A and B for the afternoon trial. I say again, Maintenance Team 3. I wonder if we're going to stay on top throughout the whole morning. We haven't seen the results for Class Rep's team. They're probably still going. They got Maya, Class Rep, Tama. That is well balanced. Of course, we can't underestimate our enemies here. But judging by our results, as long as they don't make some sort of judgment error, they'll do fine. Oh man, this is nerve-wracking. They'll be okay, probably. Make up your mind. Well, not that it really matters that much. Splitting us into 2 teams is probably Yuko's way of hedging her bets, given the difficulty of the challenges. Even if Class Rep's team did terribly, that won't change the fact that our team is on top. And we'll still be on top even after the afternoon trial. If the ground rules don't change, we're not losing. The next time I'm going to try and push for flawless. Let's go A+, 100%. Maintenance Team 7, begin inspections of mock enemy flights C and D for the afternoon trial. I say again, Maintenance 7. Oh, Chizuru is back. Wonder if their scores are done. Ours came out pretty quickly, so probably. Let me go check the scoreboard then. Oh, I'll come with you. Let's all go. Let's see. Their team got an A-. Awesome. So we just got out a little bit ahead. Holy, an A- without Takaru? They went all out. 2 enemies got away, but they did enough damage to disable them. Not bad at all. I'm curious to see individual scores. Let's ask him when we get back. I'm pretty sure our team got a higher rank despite the friendly fire because we annihilated the enemy. That's probably because of the way we're supposed to fight the beta, though I doubt that's the only reason. That's why I like to see how different our individual scores are. A good reference to when crafting strategy for this afternoon.
午後のトライアルで抜かれちゃうかもね。
Who knows, they might even beat us this afternoon. It'll be fine. As long as we don't let our first round performance go to our heads, we'll be good.
自信満々だね。
Someone's confident.
でも僕も少しやれる気がしてきたよ。ここでいい気になっちゃいけないんだけどね。
You know, I'm starting to get pumped up for the next round. We just have to make sure we don't get too careless. For sure, let's go all out.
第4整備班は午後のトライアルに備え A207B 小隊の機体点検作業を開始せよ。
Maintenance Team 4 begin inspections of Flight A207B. I say again, Maintenance 4.
みんな戻ってきたよ。
Oh, they're back. Let's go. Hey, rookie. Huh? You're sure Gane from A207A, right? I mean, you're the only other guy I see here. Oh, yeah, First Lieutenant, that'd be correct. This guy's an aggressor pilot. Could I borrow you for a sec? Just come with me. Knew it. Well, with the trial and a result like that, I can't say I'm surprised. No veteran service pilot wanted to take this lying down. Not to mention I got the highest rank. Go, guys, go on ahead. First Lieutenant just wants to talk. Just me alone, okay?
わかった。
Alright then. And don't tell the others where I'm going. After what happened last time, I didn't want to worry them.
難しいね。
Easier said than done. Just figure something out, alright?
わかった。
Got it. Hey, found him, guys. Oh, greetings, First Lieutenants.
へえ、お前が白金？
Well, so you're Shirogane.
こいつがとても個人評価トップには見えないね。
A run like this doesn't look like top scoring material.
あの隊に男はこいつだけだ。間違いない。
He was the only man in the squad. It's him.
おいおい、見た目だけで判断すりゃ、お前なんてメスゴリラだろ。とても戦術機を動かせるようには見えねえけどな。
If we're to judge off based off appearances, I think everyone would see you as a gorilla. Gorillas aren't piloting TSS.
脳みそがミミズのクソイカのあんたじゃ、そう見えても仕方ないわね。お気の毒。
Maybe you would make that mistake, idiot, but most people are smarter than that, not to bully the village idiot.
おいおい、俺は褒めたんだぜ。ゴリラはとんでもねえ希少動物だから。お前よりずっと価値がある。おい、お前よ。
Oh man. Hey, come on, I was giving you a compliment. Gorillas are an endangered species. They're way more valuable than you are.
はいはい。わかったわよ。
Yeah, whatever you say. Chat. You called me all the way out here for this? If you got something to say, get on with it. If I just shut up and let them do their thing, I'll get away with only a couple bruises. Kind of wish I just get it over with.
で、白金少尉。あんたが考えたんだって。
Anyways, I've heard that OS was your idea. Sorry, but exchanging information between units during the exercise has been prohibited in order to ensure the most accurate results possible. You hear that one, eh? I have only more rookies like this guy. Forget the rules. Can you not answer your superior's question? Oh, for the love of... Oh, whatever. Yeah, I'm the one who proposed the general concept, provided the movement control to base it off of. The programming itself is done entirely by Kazuki, though.
とにかくあれを考えて博士に作らせたのはお前ってことなんだな。
Uh-oh. Well, thank you so much for the message, F. I'm glad that you've joined. Hopefully your fire alarm isn't, it's no big deal. Hopefully everything is safe. Interesting. So you're saying that you came up with it and then got the professor to make it? Is that right? Yeah, that's right. What the hell was that? I'm in a fortified suit. Hitting me in the shoulder doesn't even hurt. Well, I'll be. Gotta hand it to you, kid. Huh? You got some serious brain power going on. I mean, how does a squirt like this come up with an OS like that? Wait a second. They're not trying to fight me? Dude, you gotta get this thing standardized. People are losing their minds over it out on the front line? Sure. I guess you could say, is this just how Yuko planned? First Lieutenant, you really like that new OS? It's viable? What do you mean? Well, none of you guys were using TSS with the new OS, right? How could you be so sure it's great if you haven't used it? Look at this kid asking if it's good. You killed us. You think we need any more proof than that? And what's the matter? You're the only ones who wiped the floor with us. Is that not good enough for you? No, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. Seriously, when I saw that first test flight Gakishin moving, I thought I was having a nightmare. They were kind of clumsy at first because they're not used to that OS, but by the end, I thought my Gakishin was moving in slow motion. I was mad. And then you little punks showed up right at the end. We were ready to pummel you just to blow out some steam, but look what happened. Your team had the craziest moves, and if it weren't enough, you wiped every one of us. I took it to look at the scores earlier. You were in Fubuki 6, right? Right. What the hell was those acrobatics? I thought you'd vanished. So she was the one plotting that Gakishin. I even looked back at the video recording. I've never seen movement control like that. You threw away a damaged assault rifle in the middle of a boost jump, pulled out a knife while doing a front flip, then came at me with the boost dash directly after landing. The fact that the OS install your inputs during that flip is incredible enough on its own. You've got some serious skills, kid. Yeah, your commands were totally seamless. How do you even get there? You gotta tell me. Well, I wouldn't hold out on her if I were you, Rookie. She might even let you get a piece of her, assuming you're cool with gorillas. Not like I'd like your little mini banana dabbed on him. Yeah, all these guys seem like lads. I hope nothing goes wrong. Hey, these guys don't have a grudge against me at all. Thank you, Takaru. We're on the same wavelength. But, like, even knowing it was mostly thanks to the new OS, how could veterans like these guys shrug off getting beaten by rookies? My apologies, First Lieutenant, but it just boils down to a lot of weird little habits. I can't even really explain what I'm doing. Weird habits? If I start trying to explain how cancels work, oh god, this will take forever. The control logs and posture control data are in the same format as before, so you should be able to review them on your own time. Well, we'll just figure it out for ourselves. Not to sound very pretentious, but the new OS was designed to help pilots emulate my habits out on the field. It incorporates shortcuts for a move that would usually require a more complex series of inputs. Well, that's what I love to hear. I love it when people make it easy for me. Now I really want to take out that new OS. But it looks like we gotta do this stupid trial first. What a pain. Well, at least we can still give a nasty surprise to all them surface pilots who got all cocky this morning. You bet. What's up, dude? You came up with that killer OS and you got skills like no one's business. Shouldn't you be at least a little happier? No, I am. I just didn't think you guys would accept it so easily. What, you weren't confident? No, I was. I'm just surprised that full-blown pilots like you guys would be so quick to adopt a new OS, especially one who came up from someone who was a cadet yesterday. These guys are lads! Why wouldn't we? Our enemies are the beta, dude, not you guys. It doesn't matter if you're a newbie or a vet. The more skilled you are, the stronger it'll make us. If anything, we're thrilled to have you. Yeah, dude, you make our job easier. And who knows, that OS of yours might be the key to mankind's salvation. At any rate, it's going to keep thousands of surface pilots alive a lot longer than what they would have survived without it. That's what I'm hoping for. You're something else, kid. You know that? A genius, I would even say. You should be more proud. Thank you. I really appreciate it, you guys. We were just curious as to what kind of genius this guy might be. I'm sorry if I wasted your time. Not at all.
午後のトライアルはさっきみたいにうまくいかないから覚悟しておけよ。
But we're not gonna go easy on you this afternoon. Prepare yourself. We'll do.
たまったらいつでも来な。すっきりさせてやるよ。
If you ever need to blow off some steam, come to me, alright? I appreciate the offer, but... Hey, trust me on this one, bro. You're not gonna want anything to do with her. Everything I've done so far, finally, is coming to fruition. These ace pilots acknowledge not only my OS, but my own piloting skills. That may not have had anything to do with my newfound resolve, but man, does this feel good. And now, the formulas I brought back from my world are going to help complete the 00 unit, 00 unit, which means Alternative 4 isn't scrapped. Whatever Yuko does with my OS, I'm sure it'll keep Alternative 5 at bay, for a little while. My efforts haven't gone to waste, I really did it. You seem chipper. Oh, you came to see the trial? Well, I just got the results from this morning. I'm impressed you got an A under such brutal conditions. Oh, please. Not like you're the one who came up with these brutal conditions. In any case, I'm sure you're feeling rather pleased, as the man behind the OS. I definitely wasn't expecting it to be a cakewalk. Even I did get shot, but it was by a friendly at the end. The other flights did pretty well too, despite some inevitable confusion at first. Really? Yeah, the pilots from the enemy team just got done telling me how awesome they thought it was, actually. Well, then I am glad that I publicized your results then, even if it was a bit of a gamble. Why? If everyone already knows your name, wouldn't it be easier for you to break the ice with new unit members? I mean, I don't know about that. I'll tell you right now, if you're planning on climbing the military ladder as part of your plan to save humanity, these kind of achievements do some numbers for you once you're on top. Once I'm on top... Didn't you just get your first taste of that with veterans? Oh, I see what you mean. So whether it's humanity as a whole or just my fellow surface pilots, if I earn a reputation for contributing like this, it'll give me more influence. You could definitely attribute the aggressor pilots' positive reactions to that, yeah. Hard to believe Sensei was already thinking that far ahead. That's how you gain influence and authority. Being a great surface pilot won't make you anything more than a useful pawn. I'll keep that in mind, but I'm going to be a lot more useful than a useful pawn to you. Yeah, let's not get cocky. I'm not. I'm just really convinced that after today's trial. Besides, aren't you excited about the results as well? Not really. That's exactly what I expected. I figured you'd say that. I'm still kind of surprised you had so much faith in my performance, though. I went into this trial thinking I was just going to show them all or whatever, but this was me trying to convince myself I could do this, even when I had no reason to believe it. Sensei only cares about cold, hard evidence, so I'm honestly flattered she based all of her plans around the assumption that I get the job done. Why wouldn't I? You haven't let me down so far, so I know I can count on you to produce the results. That's simple. What did I say? Well then, let's just sit back and enjoy the show. I'm going to do even better in the afternoon trial. Uh-oh, that sounds kind of spooker dog. I'd be careful though, you never know what life might throw. I know. I'm definitely not gonna make the mistake of underestimating them. There's no way I'm giving them a chance to even take me out. Alright, break a leg out there, kid. O1 to O2, move to the tower, and H223. O6, cover her. O2, copy. O6, copy that. Alright guys, we're killing it. Only 2 enemies left with this over 20 minutes remain. If we can keep this up, this is going to be a higher score than last time. Getting something on my sonic sensor. They're trying to get behind you. O2 ice peeled. I will go on ahead and draw him out. Keep an eye on the other one. O6 copy. O6 cover O2. I'm going to switch her to the other flank. What? You guys can just give away all of our locations? Oh, what are you doing? I have a feeling something bad's gonna happen. We're all gonna gang up on him. That'll force Bandit 1 to come out into the open. Oh, I get it. He's the only one we haven't seen yet, so he's probably doing his best to keep a safe difference. But now we're gonna use that against him. Good thinking! Oh, one watch your rear. Make sure there's always something but... an explosion? That came from Area 2. Hold on, my dog just woke up from her nap. There should be no live rounds in this exercise. An accident, perhaps? Another one? Should we call off the mock battles, maybe? Probably just some technical difficulties. Go, Cinder, go. Are you awake? You went to go lay back down. Okay. Resident Sleeper Cinder Dog. Another one? Let's call off the mock battles, maybe. Oh, let me go ask what's happening. Yeah, I know. That's just because I was standing up. Oh God, my heart rate. My heart rate is uh-oh, it's rising. Code 991, but it can't be. HQ to all units, DEFCON 1 is now in effect. I say again, DEFCON 1 now in effect. You're kidding, right? No, this isn't happening. Class rep? A207A copy. A207B copy. What the hell? I don't get it. Why are the betas showing up now? Hornet 3 to HQ. We can't keep running like this. Let us fall back to the hangar. HQ to Hornet 3. We can't allow that. Do whatever to buy time. Sword 1 to HQ. Requesting artillery support. Sending coordinates now. HQ to Sword 1. Procuring artillery. Wait 90 seconds. Where's the rapid reaction force? Cracker 1 to HQ. The enemy has reached Area 1. We will need to retreat or be cut off. HQ to Cracker 1. You are not permitted to retreat. Repeat, no permission to retreat. Sword 1 taking heavy casualties. Repeat, requesting permission to retreat. Sword 1, I need artillery support now. HQ to Sword 1, only saturation bomb will be effective. Buy us time. Is this what beta are capable of? They do exist. Is this what humanity is up against? Oh, look at this. Look at this absolutely stunning image right here. This is let's get a screen cap of that. My man looks absolutely, he looks ready. he looks ready to fight. What the hell you got? How are you guys getting wiped out easily? You're combat veterans. But you're dropping like flies? You guys are on the new OS. What is wrong? Do something. Why the hell the beta showing up now? This is way too sudden. I haven't done anything yet. I wasn't supposed to be in real combat. that is, yeah, the last 20 Schalke games about exactly my image. Shark 1 to HQ, rendezvous complete. Taking command of A207. Oh, they're sending our guy into combat. HQ to Shark 1, we have armed units delivering your position. Shark 1, make it quick. That's incredible, but is it even enough to make a dent in the beta? If these kinds of attacks were effective, we wouldn't be losing this war, would we? Shark 1 to Ace, to 01, head to rear. Shark and Falcon, we're gonna cover you. Copy that, everyone. I mean, 01 to all units of 207, move out. 06, copy. What's gonna happen to us? They're not just gonna wipe the entire base. Alternative force not gonna be completed if so. Shark 1 to HQ, we need to do something about A207. We're gonna have to run the risk of impairing their judgment. Requesting permission. HQ to Shark 1, permission granted. Shark 1, copy. Shark 1 to A207, connect to encrypted channel B. What the? What are they doing? Hypnosis? This is... Bro, what in God's name? What the hell? What the hell is going on, bro? What is happening? What is happening? Shark 1 to all units in A207, closing encrypted channel B. Are you feeling any calmer? No, I'm not feeling any calmer. My heart rate just hit 115. That's an earthquake tier. That was a post-hypnotic cue? It gets me mad that they can control my emotions, but I'm powerless to fight it. In a situation like this, I guess I should be grateful for it. Without this stuff, I would have been totally debilitated during the coup. Shark 1 to all units in A207, I'm gonna give you stimulants. Relax. They're gonna treat us like guinea pigs? I want to be strong enough to not have to rely on this. Shark 1 to L1, I'm told that you're in command of this unit. Can you handle this? I'm fine, I can command fine. That's the spirit we need. Welcome to hell, kids. You guys beat us during the mock battle. Have a little confidence. Y'all with me? Alright, here we go. Woo! Man, Moblev Alternative Wild Ride. Well, it's kind of hard to feel reassured by that when you guys are getting kicked right now, too. I'm starting to feel a lot more motivated. Don't have these ugly forks have their way with us. Get out there, kill. Rip them limb from limb, you hear me? I can feel my eyes narrowing, the corners of my mouth curling up into a grin. This isn't coming from me, these aren't my emotions, but all it took was some stimulants and a hypnotic trigger, and I'm turned into an invincible hero. Great, but you're gonna need weapons to make it happen. No matter how great that OS is of yours, it's not gonna kill Beta by running in circles. Shut the hell up. Don't blame my OS. Blame your own piloting. Oh wait, the mock enemy teams are still using the old ones, aren't they? We're holding down the fort here. You guys fall back to Hangar 37, find every assault weapon. What? But you guys are totally unarmed. You don't even have the new OS. First Lieutenant, they're supposed to be bringing us weapons any second. We should focus on Shirogane. What, you think I'm stupid enough to take HQ at their word? Fine, then let's all fall back. Last thing we want to do is split up forces. They told you to cover us, but we've got some leeway to decide our own tactics, right? Maybe so, but someone's holding the line. So what? You think we can't handle it ourselves? Your Gakishans are on the old... Chakru, no, stop. Dang kid, those stims must have gotten you good for reacting like a spaz. What the hell did you just call me? Can you not see the logistics here? What are they teaching you in training school? I'm sending you to get supplies because you've got better mobility here. We can't do anything till we get them, idiot. I understand the logic, but you're treating us like babies. We could buy more time than you could. Quit acting like you're the goat. I don't have time for this argument. Get going. Understood. We'll bring back all the weapons from the hangar. We'll haul it to make up for that lost time, huh? Roger, 01. Don't hum me. Give us orders. Sakaki, you idiot! You're falling apart when we needed you most! 01 to all units, fall back to Hangar 37. Class Rep, you want some stims or something? For God's sake! Class Rep, are you okay? Shirogane, you want some encrypted channel? You gotta understand what we have to do, right? We have to get weapons from the hangar and deliver them. Get it? I know. Hey, is she really gonna be okay? 01 to all units. Formation Delta 2. Proceed to the hangar at full speed. Keep an eye out for any pursuers. Once we have the weapons, Area 3. Copy. Beta, thanks for barging in and screwing up my plans. I changed the future. I have the Formuloni. I got my own acknowledged pilot skills, my own OS, so you have to show up and ruin everything. Now I'm forced to play the errand boy? And that idiot going off to me about logistics. You don't think I know that? Fine, I'll play your little game. I'll get the weapons. But I'm going to be the one to save... Huh? All units scatter. Get to cover. ASAP. Regroup at hangar. Chakaru. Chakaru, what are you doing? What the hell did you get here? I'll kill you. I'll kill every last one of you. Chakaru, get out of there. Chakaru, fall back. It's your fault. You're gonna pay. I'm gonna kill every one of you. Give us back our planet! He's shooting paintballs! Shirogane, stop! You'll be surrounded! Why isn't it working? Why won't you die? Die! I'll save him. There's no point. We can't keep the others waiting on weapons. As second in command, I'll go back for him. The rest of you just deliver those assault rifles ASAP. Mitsurugi, are you insane? So, Sakaki, what's the plan? Give me command of 06. I can administer a remote sedative. It may be risky, but it's the only way we bring him back to senses. Okay, we're counting on you. I'll never lose to you. I'm saving this planet. You think you can hit me? Think again. He's gone postal. He's using paintballs. Out of ammo? Allow me to help you. Another injection? Really? Don't think you're good just because you landed a single lucky... What the... Take? What the hell? Oh, I think she meant talk. Like Takaru. Don't let me die. Get up! Get up! I can't let myself die here. Not yet. Oh god. My monitor just die? This can't be happening. I'm done? I'm gonna die in here? Humanity still... You idiot. Why would you go in with paintballs? I can't die here. Why did it have to come to this? Everything was going so well. How did it go so wrong? What about Sumiko? I'm not gonna die without seeing her again. Somebody help! I don't want to die. 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 Please. Please. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. It's fine. You still alive in there? TSF? Jesus, my heart rate, I could like, I've got to be hitting at least like 120, like, I feel like I'm in, this is like running mode, oh my god, this is freaking crazy. That thing's nothing but scrap metal now, hop out for the hangar. Get a hold of yourself. No, this is probably a stimulant. I took care of all the beta. Yeah, I've got to go hunt down the remaining ones. Get to that hangar, okay? There's no way. Don't leave me here, please.
Takeru.
This is worse. This is worse. This is worse, mate. At least Schalke losing 0-8. I mean, at least things have calmed down. Okay, listen. At least Schalke losing 0-8 could be the key to getting Wagner out. Okay, it's just all part of the plan. This feels hopeless, but everyone's fine. Talker's been sitting there ever since. Wait, isn't there a scene that happens here that someone warned me about? No, I'm sure. Probably nothing, Burger. We can't leave him like that. That's not a good idea, guys. She's right. What's got into you? He's our friend, isn't he? And that's precisely why. There are times when the thing your friends need most for you is to give them space. Shirogane probably feels like all of his hard work has gone to waste. I think he's having a lot of trouble coping with that. Nice cope. When you're feeling down on yourself, it's easy to lash on everyone who tries to console you. That's called the spiral of self-loathing. At least that's what I would do. Yeah, I see that. Okay, it took me a while, but yes, that is like almost. We just got to give to our boy Takeru a chair, and he's replicating Shinji. Knowing Shirogane with his almost obsessive sense of duty, he might be the same way. I bet it has. That was freaking crazy. I gotta take some deep breaths now. Okay, that's not even taking into consideration how much skill, confidence, and talent he has. I think he's taking it way harder than I would. That's why I think we should leave him alone. Then, when he starts filling up again, we'll just act like we always have. In 4, out 4, breathe. Okay, I'm better. He would do it for us, absolutely. He'll be fine. He's tougher than he looks. We just need to have faith in him. I only got some water. That sounds like a horrid combo. Man, that was insane. But the worst part's done. Oh, I like the song. Taking Met to calm down. God dang it, I can't believe it. What a pathetic way to end it all. I wasn't supposed to be like this. The hypnosis, the stims, it just made me lose it. What the hell? Why did this have to happen? Everything was going so well. I'm gonna be the laughing stock for this whole base. So what, I've got a new OS. So what if I found convictions? Do a couple neat piloting tricks, make me a hero? What a joke. Hell, during even the coup I only survived because I was lucky enough to be surrounded by better surface pods. Is that even combat experience? This is no different from back then. Back when seeing the beta silhouette gave me a panic attack. At the end of the day, I'm just... Lieutenant Shirogane. Marimo. Have you managed to calm down a little? Just leave me alone. I can't even face you or the others, Marimo. I know how you feel, but you should really... Just get away! I want to be left alone. Look, I get it, alright? I know there's no point in getting hung up. But I just give me time. The fact you're trying to be so considerate is just making me lose it worse. The way you're acting is like it's no big deal. It makes it harder on me. Well, they kicked your butt out there, huh? What? My heart is just forking pounding! I'm amazed you even managed to survive. Did I just hit 130? This may be a cliched thing to say, but while TSS can be replaced, there's no replacing you. Aww. With your talents, what you have produced will save lives of surface pilots. At least that's what I believe. Everything I've seen from you so far has convinced me. This feels so familiar of what she was like in my own world. No, don't say that. I've been warned about this song. I've been told that this song only brings bad vibes. Bad vibes only. The fact that you survived a fight with the beta completely unarmed is something to be proud of. Just stop. It wasn't a fight. I didn't do anything. I was wrong about everything. I was full of myself. I thought I could save humanity and whatnot. But when the beta showed up, I was scared. I couldn't even move. I didn't even realize how scared I was, but I still tried to fight. But look at those veteran pilots, the ones I thought I'd been looking down on. They saw right through me. I was so freaked out the post-hypnotic Q wasn't even enough. They had to give me stims. And then I lost it. I sprayed paintballs at the beta. I screamed. I was going to kill them all. I'm an idiot. It's not even funny. Even so, it's thanks to your action that Squad 207 was safely withdrawn. And upon looking at video recording, you did keep several beta at bay with nothing but evasive maneuvers. As a result, Squad 207 was able to deliver weapons to the front line, which is the only reason we weren't completely wiped out. It's fact. It was dumb luck. If I died back there, I wouldn't have been remembered as a hero, but I don't want to die. When my cockpit went dark, I didn't care about being remembered. I was screaming, crying, I peed myself for God's sake. I'm a coward. It's embarrassing. I can't believe I actually thought I'd had the result to save humanity. No way in hell could I ever. I couldn't possibly pull it off. I'll be holding Yuko back. There's nothing wrong with being a coward. Those who know fear are much harder to kill. When someone's certain they're going to die, they should use every remaining ounce of energy. Oh, wait! What? Oh my god, my heart rate monitor's been stuck at 102? Are you serious? What happened? No! You guys, it hit... it hit 130. Let me try and log into this. Please work, please update. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I thought that yeah, see, now this is where I've been hitting like hitting the 120s. Huh? But if... God, you guys, this is so terrifying. Like... let me go ahead and grab some water. Like, I legit... I have nothing to say right now. This is just forking crazy. Woo! Okay, water's grabbed. I think the pulsoid's updated. I should be hitting about 122. I'm so sorry about that. It's because my internet keeps going down. Did my stream just end too? Hold on. Chat. Hopefully stream didn't end. Stream is good. Stream is good. Okay, cool. Thank you. If there's something that you need to stay alive to do... Okay, cool. Chat's back open for me, you guys. Sorry about that whole freaking heart rate thing. I think my internet just randomly goes down. You guys know my notorious internet. But if there's something you need to stay alive to do, you should see it to the very end. It's okay to be afraid. It doesn't matter if people criticize you for it. All I want you to do is live on as long as you can, save lives. Have I heard something like this before? Chat's not working for me now. As long as the very least you show your strength in 8 minutes. Do you remember? 8 minutes? What is she talking about? Hold on, let me go ahead and switch my phone over to LTE. I'm going to try and go ahead and refresh the chat. Hope that my connection will be good enough to still have Pulsoid still show up. It looks like Pulsoid is working. 8 minutes, what is she talking about? Oh yeah, cool. So they did actually talk. They did bring this up in Unlimited. So awesome. I'm glad that they referenced this back. Why my chat isn't working is kind of ticking me off. Let's try this again. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties. Okay, that's the average amount of time that the newly commissioned Surface Pod survived in direct contact with the beta. So, congrats kid, you overcome 8 minutes of death. I have? Cry and scream if you must, but you fought the beta and survived beyond the cutoff point. That's something that hundreds of thousands of Surface Pods have failed to do, and you did it unarmed. Is that really something to be ashamed of? It's not that. This has nothing to do with it. I'm just afraid of how pathetic I am. I still don't have a pillar of strength to lean on, and in the face of the enemy in Resolve, I thought I'd found what it was, and I just crumbled to dust, and it scares the hell out of me. I once felt the same when you did, as what you did. 140. You guys, this is like... I'm so stressed out right now. Okay, I told you before my heart rate was going to be higher because I went on a run. I went on a 6-mile run today. 6 miles. I hit 155 a single time, and that was at the end when I did a full sprint. This is like... I'm feeling the same amount of stress as what I am when I'm like sprinting. You guys, like this is... It's getting into the dangerous levels, as Chad has said. And it's not going down. I can feel like my body's shaking like... Jesus Christ. I wanted a ride. I didn't want this ride. Let me go ahead and drink some more water. A time when I was so full of ambition I thought I could do anything. I thought I could change the world. I really like Marimo. When I was young, I always wanted to be a school teacher when I grew up. Well, in our timeline, you did, Marimo. What, does that surprise you? No, not at all. I just have a feeling something bad's gonna happen, and that's just reflecting in my heart rate. Oh my god. I had a teacher in middle school that I really looked up to, so much so I studied like crazy. So Marimo wanted to be a teacher in this world too, huh? Heart, calm down! Calm down! But then the beta started moving east and our school curriculum started looking more and more like basic military training. Your heart rate is fogging.
帝国軍の基地だったって。
So I dropped out of college a year and entered the Imperial Military Academy. You know this used to be an Imperial base before the beta took over, didn't you? Oh yeah, Kiyosuka told me that. That was in the previous timeline though. I didn't realize Remo was a volunteer, not a conscript. Protect. Oh my god. I figured the only way to restore our education system was to put an end with the beta. That was pretty naive, I admit. Alright, starting to stabilize now. Starting to stabilize. We should be going back down to the, like, the low 100s. Maybe high 90s. As a cadet, all I wanted to was end the war, and I worked my tail off. That's why my scores in basic were so good. No kidding. In that case, you know, we're pretty similar, Takaru. I could never match your piloting skills, though. Anyway, due to part of all that, I was given command of a squadron after being commissioned. Dang, you are awesome! There were a lot of recruits back then, so being assigned a whole squadron right off the bat was pretty unheard of. Though to be fair, it was just me and a bunch of old squad mates. We were greenhorns. So we charged until the front lines practically chomping at the bit. Wait a minute. Oh god. I know why I was told about this scene! Oh no! Oh my god, this is really famous! Oh my god, oh no! I remember now. Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't think that happens. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my... I was warned about this. Practically chomping. It's practically chomping at the bit. Remember that, guys. Practically chomping at the bit. The plan failed and the line crumbled. The chain of command fell. In the midst of all that chaos, I let all my men and my squad mates die. I had no idea. Oh my god, I can't take it anymore. Get me off this wild ride. At first, I hated myself for it and tried to forget the pain by throwing myself into battle with no concern for my well-being. But then I began to think about myself as a lone survivor. That was my motivation to keep on fighting. Not too long after, I got transferred to an elite training corps. Marimo? An elite training corps? Aren't they supposed to be the best of the best? Then, when Yokohama base began operation, the Imperial forces sent me here to fill out the ranks, though most think that Professor Guzuki had a lot to do with that. Pretty ironic, don't you think? I never got the chance to be a teacher because of the war, but here I am, an instructor. But that's why I survived all those years. I wasn't allowed to die. I had to use my experience to help as many service pilots as possible, even if it only keeps them alive a second longer. That's the only way I can make it up to my old squad mates. That's why I'm so proud that all of you in Squad 207 have survived now 2 full-on battles. We had a lot in common, but in reality it's not even close. She's doing what she set out to do. I feel like deep down I never really respected Marimo as much as I should have. Shirogane, let me let you in on a little secret. Hey, it's no worries. During my first battle I peed myself too. It was only a little bit though. Don't let your imagination run wild. What the hell? Thanks to... Thanks to my fortified suits waste disposal pack, the others never found out, but I think it happens to everyone. Let's not ask the others, though. Girls are sensitive about that sort of thing. I mean, I'm not stupid. One day you'll get to the point where you can laugh at your mistakes, and you'll rediscover what you lost. Marimo, I'm such a pathetic little wimp. Just when I thought I found my resolve, I got all full of myself and got back right down to earth. I may not be able to get right back and put all this behind me, but just like that, but I know I'll get there eventually, and I show you I'll stand on my own 2 feet. I'm sorry, I wish I weren't so weak. Ah! I want to be like you someday. I have so much respect for you. I may not be able to say it out loud, but thank you, Marimo, thank you. Hey, I accidentally called her Marimo. I know we didn't have to worry about ranks anymore, but she's not even responding. Do I have to turn around? What the? Hello there. The angel from my nightmare. What? I don't want to fight the aliens anymore, guys. Maybe humanity doesn't really need to win this war. Valkyrie 2, keep an eye on this guy. Valkyrie 6, keep a lookout. Wait for the decontamination of medical teams. Copy that. Roger. Yeah. Chomping at the bit. What are you doing? Stop, don't touch it, Mur. Soldier class exterminated. Oh god, Marimo. No. Huh? What's going on? It's the CEO and Yuko, and I can't think straight. Something's not right. Are you sure we could do this, Captain Asimi? We've got him on an IV of acetylated THC and Floextin hydrochloride. Marimo was my favorite character. No. They do have side effects, which should make it harder for him to speak clearly, but he should be stable for at least 48 hours. Just barely, I take it. Oh well, let's just get this over and done with. Very well, let's begin. Begin what? None of you are making any sense. So you heard the explosion in in Area 2, right? What's with you people? Just keep repeating the same stuff over and over. It's getting on my nerves. What was it like out there? Hell, dude. No need to think too hard. Just say whatever pops into your head. Oh, nice. It was horrible. The enemy, the beta showed up in training ground number 2. There was an explosion. They were moving too fast. We tried to fight them. We didn't have weapons. It was just an exercise. You weren't armed? Keep going. Yeah, of course they know that. Someone from the aggressor unit was talking to us like we were stupid. I got mad and told us to get weapons. More beta just showed up. I can't keep looking at this. Medic, wipe his nose and eyes. Something was really getting me mad. Oh yeah, they injected me with stims. Sure, Gani, let me wipe your mouth for you. Oh yeah, don't treat me like I'm a baby though. Medic, plug his nose with tissue. Wipe the drill whenever necessary. Okay, Lieutenant, this might make it a little hard to breathe, but try to hang in there, okay? Enough already. My nose is all stuffed up. I understand the need of Medicaid input. In this condition, I'm worried if we could even trust testimony. Perhaps we should have used more than one at a time.
レコーダーの記録と完全に一致しています。
In terms of credibility, his testimony's been solid thus far. It all lines up
む
perfectly.
しろこの処置は彼のためでもあります。こうでもしなければ少尉の精神はとっくに崩壊していたでしょうから。
If anything, we're doing it for his sake. Without these drugs, he might have already lost his mind by now.
神宮寺軍曹の戦死状況における唯一の目撃者だ。
And I witnessed to Jinguji's death.
はい、終わりましたよ。
Okay, we're done. Good job, Lieutenant. I didn't do
で
nothing.
は続けます。貴様は武器を取りに行かされ、そこでベータと戦った。
Now let's continue. You were sent to retrieve the weapons but ran into the beta. Then what? Oh yeah, these guys came out of nowhere. I got all mad. I started shooting at them with paintballs like a freaking idiot. And then they got me, and I got scared, and I started screaming and crying for someone to help me. That was really scary. Really, really scary. I'm glad it's over.
その時、貴様はどうやって救出されたか覚えているか?
Do you remember how you survived that? Someone in the TSF saved me. Shiranui? It was the same one Captain Sagari had. Then she just left me there. Can't believe she did that. I was scared. She just bailed.
じゃあ、その後の報告なんかは飛ばして、大事なことを聞くぞ。
Alright, good enough. Now I'm gonna skip the rest and get straight to the important part. Fair enough.
その後、貴様は誰かと会っ
Did you
たこ
talk
と
to
を覚
someone
えている?
afterwards? Talking to someone, Marimo? Yeah, she came to talk to me.
じゃあ、その時のことを話してくれ。
Why don't you tell us about that? How much should I tell him? After the beta beat me up, I started getting sad. Even after all I've done, even though I was the best pilot there, I couldn't beat him. I got all depressed and I just sat there feeling like I couldn't do anything right. Then Marimo came over. She's so nice, huh?
Marimo-chan?
少尉は軍曹をそう呼んでいました。訓練兵が厳しい上官に部別的なあだ名をつけるのは。
Yeah, I don't like that TikTok noise. He called the sergeant that. It's not all that uncommon for cadets to come up with room nicknames. Marimo told me a lot about herself. She cheered me up. I was so embarrassed that I couldn't even look at her. But she didn't care. She told me all about her past, the time she screwed up. And I just kept on wanting the whole time. But in the end, it did make me feel a lot better. So I wanted to thank her. And even that felt embarrassing. But before I pushed myself, without turning to look at her, I said thank you. But then she didn't answer. So I turned around and... What'd you see? Marimo was being eaten. Now I remember. At the time I didn't know what was going on. Why did that happen? Could you go into more detail? The beta was holding her up from behind and the whole upper half of her head was gone. I mean, it's so sad I don't want to talk about it. There was this really weird fleshy smell, like it was gnawing on her. Maybe my head's all spinny. And then everything turned red. That's enough. We know what happened now. There were pieces of Marimo all over my face and body. So I peeled them off and gathered the rest of her up off the ground and put her back together, but her pieces wouldn't stick. Humpty Dumpty couldn't come back together again. Shut him up already. That's enough. That'll be all, Lieutenant. Thank you for the cooperation. I'm so sleepy right now. Are we done yet? His testimony matches what we know about the situation with the recordings show. We can confirm the rest by reviewing the footage from Captain Izumi's gun camera. Because the TSF people were flying overhead and they killed the beta. I don't know if you missed that, but they got it. Okay, also heart rate stuck at 103, 104. Okay, it is working again. Then I suppose Sergeant Jinguji's death has all been but confirmed. What do you mean? What do you mean confirmed? We saw her get fucking eaten alive, dude. Her eyeball was coming out. I can't really call someone with her eyeball out alive. We can only know for certain once the DNA test come back. Unfortunately, 36mm rounds don't tend to leave much in terms of identifying figures or belongings. Oh yeah, that's what it is. They didn't say no homo. Such a shame. She was an exceptional soldier. Understood. I can't even read. Marimo's gone for good. I'm gonna miss her. And now what are we gonna do with the second lieutenant? Put him back in hypnotherapy. I can't have him going on a minute. Right away, shouldn't we let him rest? Oh, beautiful. Absolutely spectacular. The vital records from his fortified suit lead me to believe that his rampage during his encounter with the beta was a result of PTSD. Homie is not the same. No, this is much worse. There is no freaking Deus Ex Machina mechanic in this. What's done is done. It feels so bad. What once is happy is now is sad. Takura will never love again. His world is ending. The stimulants were definitely the trigger that caused him to have the flashback, so it seems that he's most likely suffered some deep psychological trauma, something to do with the beta.
先日のクーデター未遂事件の際にその症状が出ていないことからも明白です。
We can be sure that's based off of his lack of symptoms during the coup.
我々の計画にとってまだまだ有益です。今回の事件がさらに強力な PTSD になって
Still a highly valuable asset to us in this program. We have to make sure his PTSD isn't exacerbated.
なるほど。彼の処置に関して。
ありがとうございます。
His treatment has always been under your jurisdiction. Do as you will. Thank you.
あなたたちは彼を処置室に
Take him to the treatment room. Yes, ma'am.
処置が終わったら自白剤の分解薬を打って休ませて
I can't wait for this to get animated. Once you're done, give him a counter agent for the THC and let him rest. Keep him on the antidepressants as well.
了解いたしました。
Man, I know. I get the good news that if we don't beat Bremen on Saturday, that Wagner's going to be out. Absolutely top of my, absolutely stoked, and we get hit with that. The beautiful CG. And the fact that our guy probably has PTSD.
福祉で私も同行します。
I'll stay to look after him as well.
そうしてくれると助かるわ。私も事後処理に追われているから。
Thanks, that really helped me out. I got a lot to process, ma'am.
じゃあ頼んだわよ。
Great, I'll leave them to you.
さあ、少尉。行きましょう。
Okay, Lieutenant, time for me to go. Can you stand up for me? Yeah, one sec. This is such a pain.
気分はどうだ、少尉？
How am I feeling? I'm feeling like I need to go listen to some happy music and go play some FM and LARP Schalke winning the Meisterschale. That's about how I'm feeling right now. My head. I don't know why, but my head's hurting me. Well, they were shining that big old light in my eyes. I shouldn't be surprised. Yeah, you know what else? Yeah, I saw that, right? October. I think we're 33 days away. I checked. The counter thing's really cool on their website. Thanks to all that, I can stay calm right now. Do you remember me? I legit have no idea who you are, so like hell. Wait. If they're... Oh my god, you guys. Wait! No. This is gonna get worse. If they're administering him heavy antidepressants and like THC and stuff like that, and it's attributed with memory loss, he's gonna completely forget about Sumika. Like, completely. He's already beginning to forget about her, and that's without him being drugged out because of PTSD. Do I know her? She was with the CO and EXO earlier. Sorry, I can't say I do.
2回も助けてやったのに、恩知らずなやつだな。
That's the second time I saved your life. Not appreciative.
貴様は本日1630をもって
That's just my theory, at least. As of 1630 today, you're officially assigned to my unit. Come to think of it, weren't we supposed to be assigned to Unit AO1 after the trial? I'm the unit commander, Isumi Michiru. Pardon me, Captain, Second Lieutenant Shirogane at your service. So she's my new unit commander, eh? What a special task force under Executive Officer Kozuki's personal supervision. She's not in the habit of giving out easy missions, so I should let you strap yourself in. Ma'am. Oh, about Sergeant Shingushi. I'm sorry. Huh? Yeah, so she was the one who saved him. I shouldn't have let my guard down, even after the report that all Beta had been eliminated. If I hadn't done this, it never would have happened. Hey, come on. That's not your fault, Captain. If I hadn't been wallowing in self-pity, we could have avoided this. Alright, my heart rate's stabilized. Jinguji may have had a reputation for being strict, but underneath that facade, a heart of gold. Huh? You knew her? She was more like a parent than a teacher to me, and my inability to protect her is something I'll always regret. A teacher? She was my instructor as well, here at the Basis Training Academy. So Marimo taught the captain too.
とても優秀な訓練兵だったらしい。
I hear you're an exceptional cadet. That's not true at all.
謙遜はよせ。軍曹からの報告書に全て書いてあったぞ。
Don't be so modest. The sergeant wrote all about you in her reports. If I were really so great, this never would have happened.
私が訓練兵だった頃、
Back when I was in basic training,
彼女は体力的に劣るものを重点的にしごく、いわゆる鬼軍曹でな。
she used to single out the weakest cadets and make examples out of them. Drill sergeant from hell. I have a hard time picturing
私
her
は
doing
訓練
that.
部隊の隊長役だったが、それ以上しごいたら死んでしまうからやめてくれとよく進言したものだった。
I was the leader of my cadet squad, and I often had to tell her to stop pushing my squad mates so hard because I would genuinely be worried that she pushed them to death.
特に戦術機教習での彼女は凄まじかった。自らアグレッサーに乗り込み、私たちを散々に蹴散らしていたんだからな。
It was especially bad during our TSF training. She would actually take us all out in mock battles and make short work of our entire team. I'm so used to her just giving instructions from a command vehicle that I had trouble picturing that. But if what I saw during the coup just any indication, she had some serious piloting skills. I guess we flew right past that phase of our training and went right to graduation. We'll never see her in action.
技能検定演習前のある日、訓練兵の一人が軍曹との模擬戦中に事故を起こして死んだんだ。
A few days prior to our technical skill evaluation, there was an accident during one of these mock battles when the cadets
この
died.
程度で死ぬやつはどのみち戦場で生き残ることはできない。それどころか必ず味方に大損害を与える。
The fact she died that easily means that she never would have survived on the battlefield and put the rest of the
だから
squad in
今日死んだ
danger.
ことが奴が軍人として行った最大の貢献だ。
Which means dying here today is the greatest contribution you could have as a soldier.
突然の仲間の死に呆然とする訓練兵たちに軍曹はそう言い切ったんだ。
Those were the words she told us when we were trying to come to terms. What, she said that?
死んだ訓練兵自身のミスによる事故であることは疑いようのない
It's true the accident was undeniably of
だ
negligence,
が軍曹はあえて訓練兵の怒りを煽る発言をしたんだ。
but the sergeant went out of our way to provoke us so we'd anger her.
仲間の死に打ちひしがれる私たちを奮い立たせるためにな。
We were stricken with grief and anger was her way of helping us recover.
私たちは見事にその策にはまって仲間の死に落胆する以上に
We took the bait and our depression over the death of our comrade was replaced by the hatred of the
夜に
sergeant.
なる頃には訓練兵たちの
Scope
怒り
and
は頂点に
seed.
達して収拾がつかなくなるほどにな。
By that night, all of the cadets were absolutely seething to the point where they couldn't take it anymore.
隊長としてその状況を収集するために個人的には憂を晴らすために私は軍曹の部屋に押しかけたんだ。
As squad leader, I had to resolve the situation, and so I also wanted to outlet my vent to my own anger, and so I ended up barging into her
そした
room,
ら神宮寺軍曹
and I found her inside just crying.
ぶん殴る勢いで部屋に入ってしまった私はドアから漏れ聞こえるおえつにさえ気づかなかった。
I was so enraged by that point, I hadn't even realized the sobbing sounds coming from the other side of the door.
その時私は泣いている軍曹を見て腹が立った。
And when I saw the sergeant crying, it made me furious.
今更何を泣いているんだ。軍曹に泣く資格などないと無性に腹が立った。
Why was she crying right now after everything she said? What right did she have? I was livid.
そして私は軍曹に殴りかかってコテンパンに叩きのめされた。
So I went to go try and hit her, and she beat the daylights out of me.
軍曹はその時泣きながら私をぶん殴っていたよ。
She beat me black and blue, crying the whole
そんなことで
time.
貴様は生き延びることができるのか。そう言いながら何度も
You really think that's all it takes to survive? She kept saying over and over. Marimo.
私は混乱した挙句部下を同期の仲間を最初はそのことを悔やんでその辛さを忘れようとして死に物狂いで戦い続けた。でもそのうちに生き残った私がやるべきことをその意味を考えて戦うようになっていったの。でもそれがあの時私が生き残った生き残らせてもらった意味だと思っている。一人でも多くの兵士を1秒でも長生きさせるためにその経験を生かす。
それ以来彼女は狂犬と呼ばれ
Oh, that's what they called her in this timeline, the extra timeline too. The cadets started calling her Mad Dog. Mad Dog, huh?
号泣しながら私を殴り続ける彼女。その姿を見た訓練兵たちがつけ
The
た
other
あだ名
cadets
だ。
gave her that nickname after they saw her wailing on me.
恥ずかしい話だがまだガキだった当時の私はそうされてもなお軍曹の思いを全く理解していなかった。
It's kind of embarrassing to admit in retrospect, but at the same time, I was still too green to understand what the sergeant was trying to do, even after all that.
軍曹の鬼のしごきは全て訓練兵のためを思ってのことだったと 実戦に出て初めて気づかされたんだ。
It was only after that I realized that she only drilled us for our own good. Alright, we've hit kind of a slow point. I'm just going to go ahead and end it here. I think that, I don't know, we're going to save over that. I don't want to experience that one again. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to go try and get my heart rate to not be in freaking death territory. Dilita territory. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Heart rate monitor featuring the Chomp. We're on Movlove's Wild right now. Alright. Night, you guys. I'm going to go play some Football Manager and not have that image in my head. Alrighty. Thank you guys again. Hope you've enjoyed. See you guys here back tomorrow.